Happy day, Indeed, and why, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing amazing. I sure am. As October continues, welcome to Travel 365. I'm just that guy. I'll just be that guy today. I'm Chaos. I'm going to take you through different places today where we're going to celebrate the cool thing that we get to celebrate in October, and that's Halloween. Day of the Dead, Night of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, whatever of the dead you want to go ahead and roll with. We've talked about Dracula's castle in Transylvania. We talk about the Salem witch trials. And today we're going to talk about another spot. But first, I need you to do me a favor. Like, follow, subscribe, tell a friend about it. Let's talk about some of the different places you went to. Hit us up at 317-426-6616, and we'll go from there. Today we get to go to another cool spot. We're going to hang out in Mexico City. That's where they have the Day of the Dead festival. It's Dia de los Muertos. It's a vibrant and meaningful Mexican holiday that typically takes place from October 31st to November 2nd. So it's a few days. It coincides with the Halloween, but it really does have a different culture and spiritual significance. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and you decide if this is the spot. I mean, Mexico City, it's such a cool place. So altars. There's families that create colorful altars adorned with it's marigold flowers, candles, incense, and pictures of deceased loved ones. It's how they pay their homage. The ofrendas also includes their favorite food, drinks to welcome the spirits back to the living world. So this is a day where it truly does honor the dead, the people who have moved on, the people that have passed on, and things of that nature. People often create what's sugar skulls. They call them calaveras, and chocolate or marzipan coffins decorated with a whole bunch of different decorative elements. These are sometimes inscribed with the names of the deceased. Families visit grave sites, cleaning up, decorating them with flowers and candles. This is a time for reflection, prayer, and honoring the deceased. This is what happens at the cemeteries. Then there's parades and costumes in Mexico City, which is really just a festive atmosphere to begin with. But there's also some other places, some surrounding areas. There's colorful parades featuring people dressed as skeletons and as skeleton figurines. It's a lively celebration with music, food, dancing. There's a whole bunch of, obviously, contests for things like this. It's costume contests, I should say. It's pretty amazing. And traditional food, I was told yesterday that I must have had some sort of Mexican descent because I love me some Mexican food. That's what happens when you grow up in Southern California. They have some of the best Mexican food, that in Texas, obviously, that you'll find. Special foods like pan de muerto, which is bread of the dead, and sugar skulls are prepared to shared amongst the families and friends. The food often has a symbolic significance to the families or to the area or to something along those nature. Now, the marigold flowers are known as cempasúchil. They are considered the traditional flower of the dead and are used extensively for decorations. Then we got to talk about the spiritual beliefs. Day of the Dead is really a fusion of indigenous Aztec beliefs and Catholicism. It's a time when it is believed that the spirits of the dead and departed return in the living world to be along with their families. There is a few bit of regional variations. While you have basic customs and similarities across Mexico, there can be regional variations on how the holiday is truly celebrated and really the best way to celebrate it. But there'll always be costumes, there'll always be festive, there'll always be food. There just may be a little bit of a little bit of differential here and there. The Day of the Dead is one of the most beautiful and unique cultural celebration that honors and remembers deceased loved ones while embracing the city, while embracing the cycle of life, while embracing death. It's a time for really joyful reflection and remembrance, which actually to me sounds like one of the best things that you could do. Now, we're not doing this too often in our October breakdown of everything, but you're in Mexico City and we haven't talked about it. There's plenty of historic sites to check out. There's a historic center where you can visit Metropolis Cathedral and a national palace. You can explore ancient ruins of Templo Mayor, which is all about Aztec history. There is some awesome museums. There's the Frida Kahlo Museum, where you can learn about the iconic artists' lives. You can explore the National Museum of Anthropology. There is parks. You can spend a day at I think it's Chapultepec Park, I believe, home to museums, castles, and lush greenery. Then, of course, plenty of food markets, plenty of food stalls, plenty of stuff like that. So things you definitely want to take out. You can take day trips to explore the ancient pyramids. There is so many cultural events. But like one of the things when I was looking, I'm like, oh, they talk about bullfighting and what goes on there. And that's truly one of the most historic traditions that you could check out. But also lucha libre. I don't know if you've ever checked out the Mexican style of wrestling, but it's, if you're a wrestling fan, great, you get it. But it is so much more of an art form. It's almost like dance. It's beautiful. It's amazing. And it is so fun to check out. So if you want to check that out, there is street art. You can admire the vibrant street art in the neighborhoods like Roma and the Consta. But there is a huge nightlife too. So you're going to check out So while you're celebrating the Day of the Dead and all of the cool stuff that's happening in Mexico City, you can check out the surroundings too. It's a great spot. So, as always, travel safe and send us all the pictures. There it is. Thank you for being along for the ride on Travel 365, New Destinations Daily, a vacation for your ears. I am your host, Chaos, also the host of the Swipe Wrong podcast. Be sure to check it out. The show is produced by Jay Pelham. He is the host of Pelham Place Daily and the producer of Swipe Wrong. Please reach out to us. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you think. 317-426-6616. Like, follow, subscribe, share with friends, and let us know where you'd like to go next. Email us at swipewrongpod@gmail.com. And other than that, have an amazing day.